We worked with the Tempe Community Action Agency to create a flyer for their community garden. The Tempe Community Action Agency aims to alleviate hunger, poverty, and homelessness. The TCAA works toward the UN's goals of zero hunger and poverty, but the project they asked us to work on specifically focuses on the goal number 11, which is to make cities inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. At our first meeting, we met with Executive Director Deborah Artega and one of the garden directors, Zach Williams, to discuss our project. They wanted us to create a flyer for their Escalante community garden. Generally, they wanted an organized and attention-grabbing poster. They wanted the flyer to seem inviting so that people wanted to take part in their community's activities. One interesting constraint we encountered was language. They wanted a copy in both English and Spanish. We made several sketches and prototypes to try out different layouts and phrasing to attract people's eyes. Our goal was to have as many ideas as we could so that we could figure out what the TCAA liked and what we could improve on in the refining stages. We presented them with different layouts and even 2 different flyers with the same information, but worded differently to evoke different emotions. They chose what they thought was more aesthetically pleasing. At our second interview, we met with Deborah again. She thought our design was great overall, but gave us some constructive criticism. They provided more vibrant pictures, more information, and suggested adding a background to the flyer.
I'm not sure how to do it. Maybe you guys would have some ideas, but the community garden, even though it's a program of a nonprofit agency, it's the neighborhood's garden, and the whole idea is to engage the neighborhood in it as much as possible, so that there's neighborhood ownership.
Which layout do you prefer?
I like this one. Make sure the neighborhood knows it's their garden and they can get involved.
To refine, we added a background and corrected a few of Deborah's suggestions. After a little further editing, the flyers were handed out at a community event and hung around the neighborhood. Their entire goal was to let all the neighbors know that they have a neighborhood garden by the neighbors for the neighbors.